Good evening, everybody. I'm Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to bring you another delicious homemade juice. It's going to be another homemade lemonade, but not just any lemonade. It's going to be lavender lemonade. How delicious does that sound? It's going to be amazing. So we're going to use my normal homemade lemonade recipe. I'm going to use 3 lemons. I'm going to roll them on my countertop just to get the juices going, and I'm going to juice them by hand. I like pulp, so I'm going to keep the pulp, and I'm going to fish out any pits. Get that elbow grease going. Now, some lemons have a whole lot of pits and some don't. Some have none. In the meantime, I'm filling up another pitcher the same size with cold water. We use filtered water at our house. That's just what we have coming out of our tap. So that's what we use, but you can use regular water, whatever kind of water you like. Now, I'm sure you're looking for all kinds of really refreshing juices, etc. for summertime and spring here, and summertime here. It is warm. It's very warm. We are drinking liquids all day long, fluids, or you need to. Otherwise, you're going to be like having an issue with heat exhaustion, etc. Make sure you're hydrating yourself, okay? Everything your body does requires a molecule of water, so make sure you're providing it with what it needs. You hear me? Or you're going to get sick. Plain and simple. Simple, simple. All right, continue with the pit extraction. In my pitcher, I have 1 1/4 cup of sugar. Now, everyone has different tastes. Some people like sweet stuff, some people don't. I like sweet stuff. Not everyone in my house likes sweet stuff, so I have to negotiate, okay? I have about 1 1/4. That's like a gallon pitcher, okay? So it's not a whole lot of sugar. If you're making a typical Kool-Aid, so to speak, sort of thing, you're going to add 1 cup of sugar to that little packet in a pitcher half that size. So I'm just saying, this is a lot healthier than doing that, okay, for the kids, etc. Plus, it's just healthier. Lemons are good for you. They are acidic. However, when they reach your tummy, they turn basic. And that's alkaline for your system, and that's good. It fights cancer and all kinds of bad things. You want to have... You want to eat as many fresh fruits and vegetables as you can, and this is a great way to do it. Last one. Now, if you don't want the pulp, just use the juice in the bottom. These little handy strainers, they're fantastic. But if you want to use that pulp, pick out the pits, right? If you don't have to do what I'm doing right now. You can just use the juice. To me, classic home-style lemonade has to have a lot of pulp in it. Otherwise, it's not authentic. It's not the real thing. It could be fake. Now, lavender. If you have lavender in your garden, that's cool. Go on and grab yourself a couple sprigs of it, rinse it under cold water, and throw it in. If you don't have your lavender up and running yet, ours is in the garden, but it's not ready. I have these really great little epicurial lavender buds. You can get those online at Qualifirst Foods. That's qualifirst.com. These are fantastic. It's all these beautiful lavender buds. Beautiful. I mean, you can do so many great things with that. Now, the other day I made a really, really great lemon and lavender water. It's a refreshing water, and this is kind of a jump off that, okay, so to speak. But when I do the water, I like to leave the buds. I like to eat them, etc. You can do that. It's all good. I don't mind that. But I don't want to do that with my lemonade because I also have pulp in there. It's just going to be a little overwhelming, and I sure don't want to strain them out because then I'm straining out my pulp as well. So I'm going to go old school on you, and I'm going to use one of these cool little tea balls, okay? If you ever use loose leaf tea, then you might have one of these kicking around. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of these guys in the tea ball. Now, they are going to plump up and really flavor that water like crazy. These are really potent, have a really beautiful flavor. It's almost perfumey or soapy, some people will say. probably because that's what you use lavender for a lot of times, is bath things. Now you can either hook this on the side, which I'm going to do because it's the perfect length, or you can just dump the whole thing in and then have to fish it out later. Home stretch, guys. Now, don't waste all that good liquid you had in your little juicer thing here. You're gonna rinse that out with your fresh water. Now, if you want to cool this down faster, by all means, go ahead and add ice cubes to it. But I like to put in just regular cold water, and that way, hold on, and that way I can dissolve the sugar better. If you have ice in there, it's much colder and it takes longer to dissolve that sugar. Now, leave that tea ball in as long as you like, you know, a couple days even if you want to. I'm probably going to leave it in overnight, and then I'm going to fish it out. That will probably be sufficient lavender flavor. Now, right now is the least amount of lavender flavor. Got me? Clearly, because it's only been sitting in here for 2 seconds. Relax, it's probably not even plumped up yet. It's not even wet yet, probably. Anyhow, as that thing sits in there, it's going to steep, and it's going to infuse this lemonade with the unbelievable flavor of lavender. And I'm so excited. It's my birthday drink. I'm so excited. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day here in summertime, and it's hot, and I'm going to try a bit of this. Now, I probably won't taste much lavender at all. A tiny hint, but I will be tasting it soon. So let that sit in your fridge for a couple of hours before you serve it if you want everyone to really get that serious lavender flavor in there. Otherwise, it's perfectly good lemonade right now, okay? So that's how you make lavender lemonade from scratch at home. How cool is that, right? Anyhow, experiment with other different herbs, etc. You could make some really cool things. Anyhow, that's how you do it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. I hope you like the fan page. It's facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly and ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. Come interact with me. Let me know what's going down in your culinary world. Be champions in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.